Hey girls, load the spaceship. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. My mind keep visualizing future times, beautiful Android girls surrounding me. Filling my cup, full of joy, keep my life full of glee. Plenty ups, never down, the way that life's supposed to be. But unfortunately, if she a Terminator, then I'ma have to terminate it. Gotta get rid of negative vibes, gotta go through negative foes, gotta block out negative voices, gotta get rid of negative souls. Had some people get discorded, just ignored it. Destiny is more important, so I just had to abort it. Had some people get discorded, just ignored it. Destiny is more important, so I just had to abort it. Yeah. Find me with my dogs in my solitude. Watch my family grow from 4 into a multitude. Been living it below sea level, finna rise to another altitude. Been searching, seeking knowledge, but all the time I had the aptitude. I flipped my mindset to the switch to say I will not lose. Mama said them sticks and stones won't break my bones, I never bruise. Whenever it come to trouble, man, the girls pull a tongue, we always cruise. I heard other dog owners get it out for me, but it ain't no news. I got 4 in the dough in Memphis so they can get the blues. If you need a few clues, they'll blow off your under rules. Send your compliment to the new girls I got coming through. Send your compliments to the new girls I got coming through. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. My mind keep visualizing future times, beautiful Android girls surrounding me. Filling my cup, full of joy, keep my life full of glee. Plenty ups, never down, the way that life's supposed to be. But unfortunately, if she a Terminator, then I'ma have to terminate it. Gotta get rid of negative vibes, gotta go through negative foes, gotta block out negative voices, gotta get rid of negative souls. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. Hey, yeah, baby. What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, J. King Hefner, and the beautiful Saima Renee Uzumaki. And we're back again for another show. And the title of this episode is Daze. Daze. And what do I mean by that? We'll get to that right about now. Man. I can't lie. I started playing this song as the opening because I couldn't get my other opening ready for my live streams in time. So I played it a couple of times, and as you've been tuning in, you probably noticed that I've kept it up because I really like it. It gets me hype for the beginning of the show, and some of you say it gets you hype as well. But man, I just love so many parts of that song. It makes me laugh when I hear just different parts. Because today I was tripping out, been living at below sea level, but we're finna rise to another altitude. I love it, man, because it's just little jewels in that song where I be wanting other people to get inspiration as well. Hey, you may have been living at below sea level, but you better get ready, baby, because you're going to another altitude, baby. Just stay on this shit with me and the girls. Hey, keep God first in your life, baby. Hey, if he ain't there, don't feel bad. Hey, if you ain't gravitating toward that right now in your life, don't feel bad. Hey, everything is going to work according to his plan. But we want to say this, man, whatever you're wishing for, hoping for in your life, health, finances, raises, working car. Look, hey, something at your house broke down. We praying for that to work again. Men in relationships, finding relationships. Hey, guess what? Finding that perfect dog for you. Whatever it is, we are praying that it's coming your way already. Just believe that you already have it. So we want to say that. And also, I definitely want to say good morning to everybody that's tuning in. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you ever want to support the show, because we got to run that down, baby. Woo! if you ever want to support the fastest growing, best YouTube channel in history, guess what? You can do that several different ways. You can go to my about under PayPal, under my about on YouTube, and you can pay. You can donate under my PayPal or Cash App, or you can donate during this live stream, super chat, super sticker, individual videos, super thanks, or you can go to the description of all of my videos. And I have this fundraiser that I'm doing that'll be going down in less than 2 months now, where I'll be riding around the city of Memphis raising money to help keep this show going strong as ever. And it's called Biker for Companion Dogs. You can donate to that. So those are several ways you can donate and contribute to the show. Once again, we appreciate any way you decide to support, and we appreciate you just from watching. And by the way, hit those likes, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. So today, man, it's a crazy show because everybody that watches the channel knows that I do a daily show. And doing these daily shows, I may have a lot of ideas, but most of the time, I'm going from the gut about what I need to talk about and things of that nature. And today, when I woke up, I looked at my notebook and saw all the things that I could talk about. And man, none of it was jumping out of me like, you know what? I just kept on hearing another rumbling in my spirit. And I was tempted to talk about something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while. It's a whole nother subject. But I didn't fight it. I said, no, I'm slightly hearing this Daze in my spirit. And I know why. It's because I'm literally in a damn Daze. I'm in a Daze. I've been in I've been in several different types of Daze before. Like I said, I've had dog fever before. But right now, this is more of a daze. Because I just been getting punched. Blue, blue, blue. I mean, from all the research that I've been doing recently. But for not only that, man, guys, you wouldn't believe this project that I'm working on as far as just it has me laughing so hard because I've literally been working day and night to get it done. And I've talked about it several times. But man, I'm thinking, this is just me. I'm thinking I may have one more week of tidying things up and I'll be done with it. Because I want it to be done by this week. But even dealing with that project, what I'm working on, it's thankless work that I'm doing. I was thinking about a riddle for you guys. I said I might, but I was thinking, what is the riddle that I was thinking about to sort of explain what I'm doing? I had just thought about it before the stream. What did I say? I say, yeah, that's what it is. I'm working on a project for my viewers day and night. But the funniest thing is, what I'm working on will never reach their sight. What am I? Oh my God. That's the riddle. I'm working on a project for my viewers day and night. But the funniest thing is, the project that I'm working on will never reach their sight. What am I? Man, let me write that down because it hit my head right before the stream. Because I said, man, this on some Riddler type shit right here, man. Excuse my language. I don't never like even make a mistake in cursing or whatever. But either way, let me write that down, y'all. Because, hey, I thought of it, but I didn't write it out. Okay, hold on. I'm working on a project for my viewers day and night. But the funny thing is what I'm working on. Or what did I say the project? Yeah, the project I'm working on will never reach their site. Yep. And that's the craziest part of it. I'm like, man, I'm working hours. It's been weeks now on something that'll never literally be appreciated. Oh my God, it's so funny. Either way, let me say good morning right quick before I get to Karen. Karen Rush! Yay! She made it first. And she said Saima, yeah, the beautiful Saima, might I say. And once again, my beautiful ladies, they may not be rich with clothing and all this fancy crap, but they love me and they deal with me. And let me tell you something. They like Cinderellas. With whatever rags or whatever they may have on, they sure make it look good. And Saima sort of gave me a wink today. She was like, let these boys see these legs a little bit. And I said, all right, Saima. I'm going to go ahead and, hey, I'm going to just go get him a small little preview. Because I'm letting you know, baby, these thighs can save some damn well lives, baby. But I'm happy to be live again with you guys. Because like I say, man, it's just so funny. Thank you, God, for the determination and the love for what I do, man, because this stretch really shows me how much I love being with you guys and sharing this information and stuff because, man, like I say, as soon as the lights go off, the show, it never rests. I've always done a lot of work, but now it's like, hey, baby, work until I go to sleep, waking right back up saying hey to y'all. So it's been a hell of a journey. And that little journey that I'm on has had me in a daze. Sheila Bell, another Dog King Army team member. Shout out to all the Dog King Army team within the team. 9 going strong, baby. Don't play with us, baby. We shooting shots 24/7. We got 2 of them checking in right now. Kara Rush, Sheila Bell, baby. Hey, look here, Dog King Army for life. Hey, baby, we still love you. You're part of the Army, you know. Hey, if you watching the show, but you become a team within the team when you become part of this Dog King Army. So shouts out to my army. Kara said, go ahead, Saima. Yeah, Saima flexer. And I'm going to be honest, doing this little stress that I've been going under behind the scenes, it's another reason that Saima ain't been moving. Man, she probably gives the best hugs, man, out of damn near. And I love my Callie's right up there because I love her so much. But man, you talking about a woman that can keep you going. This girl here, I just hugged her right before the show, and I was thanking her so much. I said, Saima, she holding me down, baby. And I've been, hey, my core is definitely getting stronger, picking her up and down every day. I ain't gonna leave it lie. It's definitely getting stronger. But man, the whole point of this show was Daze. Y'all have heard me talk about it before, so who knows how long this stream is gonna be? Maybe quick, who knows? But man, it's really a simple thought, really. It really relates back to when you enter the world of companion dogs. Hold on, man. Hey, look, when my hair don't feel right, look, I got to get the lay right. Okay, it look a little better. But either way, when you enter the world of companion dogs, it's a beautiful world to enter because when you first start, I'm gonna tell you, you're that guy that's sitting behind your computer, wherever you are, phone, and you're just looking at sites or pictures or images, and you're imagining, man, what is this life gonna be like? What can it be like? You're thinking about all those things. Now, hopefully, you don't delve into the world of, like I told you, black sites and eBay and things of that nature. When you do decide to get a companion dog, Three Face, what up, Three Face? Hail to the king. What up, Three Face? But I say, hopefully, you, don't get a poorly made dog if you do decide to get into this game. But no matter what stage you are, when you're first entering the game, you're going to be so overwhelmed when you get serious. When you get serious about actually saying, you know what, I think I'm going to probably buy a companion dog. That's when you actually start looking, man, oh man. If you do your real research, or if you just subscribe to the channel and follow me, and hey, I can give you pointers on how to, be diligent. Like you say, hey, you can do your research just from looking in the description of this video at the vendors that I have listed. That just looking through them would be enough research for you. But if you're out there on your own, especially just delving into the world of companion dogs, man, I'm telling you, it can be so overwhelming looking at all the dogs that could be available to you. And I've described this feeling before as dog fever. And that's when you're hyped, you ready to buy, you just hype. But there's also a dog daze. And the dog daze is where honestly, you feel punch drunk from all the choices that are out there. You are literally punch drunk because everywhere you look, you're seeing a dog that you may want. Man, and the choices get so overwhelming to man. It's not necessarily dog fever, because dog fever, you almost ready to buy. You hype ready to buy, but you feeling like you got a little bit more direction to it. Like, man, hey, I've been looking. Now, man, it may be 6 or 7 brands, and that's narrowing it down, be honest. That I'm sort of looking at. You getting closer. But dog days is where you feel overwhelmed. Like, man, it's so many dogs out here. What am I gonna do? And you might be saying, well, Jay, how are you in the dog days? You got 4 girls, blah, blah, blah. But once again, just doing the research I'm doing and working on these new and upcoming shows that are coming. Oh my God. And then I've been forced to go through all of my vendors recently. So I just been looking at millions of dollars, and I don't, like I told you, thank you, God, for my spirit. I have never gotten used to the companion dogs. That's another reason why I could do my show every single day. I have never gotten used to them as far as the feeling of excitement. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like every day, man, I just wake up with this twinkle in my eye. I don't ever get fatigued from it. I just remember, man, like waking up damn near every Christmas, because my mom was such a great mom. My family, we may never have had a whole bunch, but I be damned. On Christmas, you at least got some of what you wanted. I tell you that. We may not have had much, but on Christmas, you may not have got your whole list. Oh, but you was gonna get something in there. That you put it like this: you had something to look forward to. You had something to look forward to. I'm gonna give my mama that. Like I told you, sometimes I don't get frustrated at all. But I'm saying I get frustrated as a kid because sometimes she won't give herself enough credit. And I'm like, hey, I had an amazing childhood. It ain't about perfection. It ain't about everything going right or being rich or having everything everybody else did. Those don't really make your childhood. It's just about, hey, you did your best. You was good to me. Hey, God dog, look, man. Don't be beating yourself up. How many more ways can I tell you? I done had an amazing childhood just from my experiences. But one of the things that I really appreciate hearing my family is that, man, as a kid, it was times where we had to eat a syrup sandwich. But what was so funny about being a kid? Man, when you can give a kid some of the things that he wants and desires, he'll think he's rich.
I don't care. For a long time, you had to tell him he ain't rich. And I can't lie, I used to even think we just had it all because why? I might have had a few of the men that I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I might have had a few of the toys that I wanted. So hey, we doing great. We eating syrup sandwiches. I don't give a damn. I got my G.I. Joe in there, you know? So she gave me a great childhood and things of that nature. So I said all that to say, I would wake up on Christmas, man. Boy, you got that twinkle in your eye. Well, I wake up with that same twinkle every day with the girls, and it never have stopped since I began to start the journey of actually getting them. I'm talking about since I hit buy, it started. Once they entered the house, it went into a whole nother mode. So I just say this. I'm in constant amazement of companion dogs. And thank you, God, for that gift. You know what I'm saying? And that's the gift that that allows me to come to you every day. Is, you know, I never, ever dull from this game. So even when I'm out there looking, doing my research, by me loving this game so much, loving what it can bring, I'm still seeing dogs and body models and things of that nature that I want and want to do a review on, want to get more information to share with you guys on. So in the midst of all of that, I'm constantly in a state of being in a dog daze because I'm left, right, Lord, it's $1 million. And look, I know I can't even have them all. I've said it before. If I was a billionaire, I couldn't have them all. I wouldn't want to have them all now. You can't have every doll in the universe. You can't have every human woman in the world. You know, you can have more dolls than a human woman, but you know, you can't have them all. But that still doesn't fight your mind and your imagination from saying, yeah, you want that one, oh yeah. Oh Lord. So man, that's really where I have been. And I was seeing these, it's this one guy, I don't want to talk about this in full because I'm trying to say some things for the Dog King Powwow, but it's this one guy, he been constantly telling me about how he's so happy, he ready to get his doll and things of that nature. And a little while ago, he was still looking at things of that nature. But I think he finally hit buy recently because he said, man, I got a couple of months to wait. And I remember being right where he is. But I was laughing at him, and I'm going to get back to my chat right quick. But what I was laughing at him was, this is the craziest part I told you. I always say do enough research till you go crazy, come back from the psych ward, go crazy again 3 more times. And then when you drive yourself completely insane, you may be ready to hit buy. Because that'll help you choose closer to the girl that you know that you really want and is really close to your heart after you go through it that many times. But what I'm laughing about is, even after you go through take yourself through all of that, you may like the girl that you end up with, but man, I'm not saying every dog owner gonna do this, but I know a lot of us do. I know I did. I don't give a damn what girl you bring home. You're still gonna be in the back of your mind. Did I get the right one? You know, I love Amy. She's my first girl. I love her. But I'm saying, I told you, I still was like, should I win with Piper? Should I win with San Hewitt? Should I win with Silicone? Should I win with this? Man. And guess what, man? It's all, and that's after doing hours, days, weeks, months of research. Because, you know, man, you can get into the biggest dog fever or dog days. The choices are so plentiful. The levels are so plentiful. You know, you can go from beginner, intermediary, higher price. My goodness. And man, it's so many heads and faces and beauties. Lord have mercy. It'll just drive you crazy. And that's what I was laughing at. I was like, even though this is a WM girl, I'm going to tell you, You know, WM, I've been talking about them recently, even though they're not officially Dog King certified. I have their product. I bought her myself. But I say, unless you ask me for a review, you're not officially Dog King certified. I prove your product, but until you send me something and say, hey, look my product over, that's when you become Dog King certified. But I even laugh at Emma is she is a product of marketing as well. Because I tell people, WM, especially for us first time buyers, you're going to be looking around at all these products, right? But every time you turn, it's going to be WM hitting you in the left or right because they are so all over the industry. Man, ooh, I like this brand. I like this brand. I like this brand. WM, you better go safe. Damn, okay, you might be right. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like this. WM, you better go safe. And because WM is, like you say, one of the most trusted brands out there. It's been out there for the longest. Not the longest, but I'm saying it's been out there for a long time. They got literally over 400 heads. They have a lot of well-made bodies and things. Now, I've talked about a problem that I've had with Saima's foot that frustrates me, and that I did research on, and I found other WM owners had a problem with this foot swivel that happened to Saima. But other than that, like even when I was hugging on her and stuff recently, I said, well, you know what? I do got to give WM a little credit now because this girl is huggable as hell. I give her that. But I said all that to say is I was even a victim of great marketing because here's the truth. It's a lot of great brands out there. I'm in the butts. And like I say, when I did my research, WM is one of the best brands for booties. But they aren't the only ones. A lot of great brands that make great booties. Iron Tech, Piper Dog, they got great booties. So it's a lot of great brands. And I always throw a few names out there because I don't want to go down the whole gamut of names as far as brands. But it's a lot of great brands out there. And I always laugh because a lot of my first-time dog owners do exactly what I do. I try to sort of stress to them what I just said, but a lot of them, most of them, their first dollar is a WM. Because they sort of fall in the trap that I did. But the beautiful thing about this industry is it's a daze to fall down. Man, it's a daze to fall down. Meaning that, man, it's good that there's so many choices that can literally get you punch drunk. But man, I'm going to get to my comments right quick, but I'm going to tell you this, guys. You got to relate this to boxing or definitely a UFC fighter who doesn't want to get taken down on the ground or whatever. Look, man, you need to keep this fight in the center of the ring. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to do, man. Don't go on the outskirts. Like I said in my previous videos, look, stay away from these black market sites on the outskirts. So when you're getting into a daze, make sure you're getting into a daze in the center of the ring. Don't go to the outside of the ring where these damn black sites and eBay sites and stuff is. Don't get in the daze with those $400 dollars or even $500 dollars that's supposed to be an imitation of something. Don't do it. Don't fall in love that way now. I did a whole show about that, so don't do that. But let me check in because I saw this pop up. But my guy P says the Tifa doll looks amazing from Final Fantasy. Oh, yeah. I'm not a Final Fantasy player. I should have gotten to that game. That's one of the things it was a chance that I could have got to that game back in the day, but I didn't get into it because it was that turn-based fighting. But after I fell in love with KOTOR, and I finally played it, and it was turn-based fighting, I was sort of upset that I didn't get more into Final Fantasy. But with all that said, I never knew her, but that doll is an amazing doll. But for me, it's so many people that have a crush on her, and I see why. If Game Lady Doll called me right now and said, hey, Doll King Hefner, we want to send you a Tifa doll, Believe me, I wouldn't say don't send it. I'd say send it right here. I'd definitely check it out. But I'm not going as crazy over it because I'm not as familiar with the character, but she is beautiful. Believe me. Brandon Anderson says, hey, what up, Jay and gang? What up, Brandon? Good to see you, brother. He said, I might be interested in a giant doll that would take up half the room. I tell you what, P, for one, they don't really make any that gigantic that I know of. And for two, if you had the money, somebody probably would try to make that doll for you. I'm letting you know, she would stay right wherever you put her because you can't even pick a girl like Saima that good, let alone a girl that takes up half the room. Believe me, man, I love you, P, but I gotta believe that you don't have a doll because if you in the doll game, you wouldn't be making that statement, man, because these girls are super duper heavy, man. First Last says best bubble booty is JY, 153 centimeters. I haven't done anything on JY yet. But when I get to them, and once again, that's something I won't ever determine until I touch it myself. It's good to hear you say that though. But like I say, that's the beautiful part of my channel. And me amassing these different brands over time is it won't be all these guessing games. It won't be, because like First Last, you might have a JY. And let's just say you have two more dolls. You don't have every doll in the industry. You haven't, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's a rare amount of people that have felt every doll in the industry. And that's where I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to touch every doll in the industry. So I can tell you something like JY is the best booty with more from a straight up knowledge base, not even a guessing base. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, I can try to tell you who I think has a better booty, but I don't know that for 100% fact because I haven't touched every one of them. Brandon said, that's a cool idea. I want to get a Siamese twin doll. I found a fabric doll company that can do that likely. Just got to engineer her. I don't know what you mean by a Siamese twin doll. Because couldn't you just get a company to make you could just get a company to literally make you two dolls exactly the same. So Power Brain says, Jay, you were featured on the Red Sings the Blues channel yesterday. I don't even know what the Red Sings the Blues channel is. All right, but whatever I was on, hey, sounds good to me, baby. Whatever I was on. Brandon Anderson said, I was planning on going out with Christina today just to go driving around a bit, but I got to head to work in less than 3 hours and responsibilities call. Oh, yeah, brother. You always got to pay the bills first. I understand that, but I sure hate when paying the bills get in the way of good old fun. And that was something else that I was going to sort of talk about today is, guys, I miss going out with my girls. And that's a big part of this show because it's not, like I told people, it's not me going out for the show. It's me just going out into the real world. And it's like a human girlfriend. I like to have my ladies with me. One of my ladies, not every single time, but a lot of the times. Like I might take a quick run. I may not have one of the girls with me. But if I'm going out for something to eat and I know I'm going to be out driving for a little while and it's a cool day, I'm going to want to have one of the girls with me. Or if I want to stop in and get something to eat, I love having the girls with me. And so Brandon just brought up something is the fact that I don't have a car right now. And my car went down a while back. So it cut out all of the adventure time that I had with my girls going out on the city and things of that nature. And just to be transparent, I do not today, at the very second, have enough money to purchase another vehicle. I'm doing all I can right now to keep the show alive and going on a day-to-day basis. So today, this is the most beautiful and funny part of everything. I have no idea when, where, or how God is going to bless me with another car. I do know how, though. He's going to bless me with an amazing blessing. But I don't know when I'm going to be driving again. I don't know when I'm going on another adventure again. But, man, as soon as I'm able, I'm definitely going to take me and the girls out and have a great time. Cause truth is, I miss Unade's birthday. I still don't exactly know when it is. It was sometime in July, I believe. Uh, because since I couldn't go out and really celebrate it or get her anything, I actually let it pass. And believe me, man, it's so funny. Y'all be amazed at this. As much as I actually love my girls and really they're my girlfriends, I don't really hardly remember their birthdays that good. Callie's, I remember her because hers was like on December 21st, 2020. Saima, even though she was my first girl, like I don't go by the purchase day. I sort of go by the day when they got to my home, I believe. Or did I go by the day I purchased? No, I think I go by the day when they got to my home. And Saima, it was somewhere like 2 weeks after that. That's all I know. It was right before New Year's Eve. And Austin, they got here at the same time because she's an extra WM head. So both of them pretty much were on the same day. But then I got Tsunade some months after that. I think it was June of July, when I had got her a 20 and 21. And I just said all that whole story to say, man, it's just so funny because I guess because I'm so busy with my girls and we do our daily shows and things, I hardly ever think about the aspect of their birthday. And sometimes people be like, man, when your girl's birthday? They have in the past. I'm like, I have no idea, bro. You know, I sort of remember it like I just told you, but I think, and I don't mean this in any bad way, I think one of the best parts about my girls is that I just really don't really care too much about their birthdays as I see other dog owners do. And they are damn cool with it. I don't really make all that. It's Saima birthday. Who is that? Hey, their birthday coming. Yay. I don't really do all that. And I'm so happy about the Companion Dog Life is where, you know what? I don't gotta give a damn. Not that I don't care about them. I love them. But it's just like I don't have to make a big deal of it. And they're not going to get mad at me at all. The first year, we had roses and all this rigmarole for Valentine's Day. Not this Valentine's Day. This Valentine's Day, I forgot it even was coming. Like I normally do. And man, my girls love me just like they always did. As a matter of fact, me and my girls, we're more hyped about when the beginning of basketball season is than when their birthday is. That's what I love about this life. You can choose to do whatever you want. I'm gonna say this before I get back to my chat, just a chick, but a guy, I forgot who it was. I think it was the general that checked in with me the other day. I talk about it during the power hour, but I made mention that Saima finally actually was the first girl that displayed a slight bit of an attitude with me about a week ago. But that's been the only sign of attitude because I don't come up with these fantasies or I don't try to make my girls do all this other crazy discorded type stuff like arguing with each other and getting mad at me. I truthfully do not come up with these imaginations. That's why when I got that feeling of Saima sort of getting frustrated with me or whatever the other day, it even took me aback because that's not, I don't make up these, I don't do that in my imagination. So when I got that sense that she was a little upset, it even threw me aback. I was laughing about it. But I don't come up with these things about my girls getting in arguments. And so I think it was my guy, the general, who said something to that extent, like, man, yeah, my girls stay getting in arguments. And I'm like, man, I'm so glad that I don't have those imaginations with my girls where they're getting into arguments, fighting over clothes, getting jealous of each other. And that's not taking a shot at anybody. I understand. You can have fun with those imaginations, but I'm glad they're not a part of my life. My life is all built about no stress and the girls loving me just as I am. And I promise you, that one little bit of stressful moment wasn't anything that I came up with. I promise you it was. But like I said, this whole show, before I get to the chat for a second, is about being in a daze of all the choices of dogs. And man, when I thought about that guy, I'm going back to him. who just recently said he hit buy on his daughter, his dreams, because he said he's just scoured all the sites. I guarantee you what he doesn't know is, even with the dollar his dreams, he's still going to be thinking about, man, should I have gotten another one? And, and and even now, when I was looking over some sites, imagining dolls that I, would want next and things of that nature, don't you know, as much experience as I have now, I'm still undecided on, damn, which one would I go? Because that's how overwhelming it is. That's how much of a daze it would be. I do know, for sure though, like me personally though, I do know who my next personal choice would be. I do know now. But I still get overwhelmed looking out at all the other choices. So let me check in, make sure ain't nobody chimed in. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me say. Brandon Anderson said, like a conjoined dog, but they're okay. Now you're saying, okay, a conjoined twins. Okay, well, I say this, you can still get somebody to make that. It's gonna be expensive though. It'll be expensive. You would be better off going with a cloth dog, like you said. But you can get that made. I guarantee you they'll make you that. Oh, they'll definitely make you a conjoined dog. That's just one of those things where, like these companies, it's about your pocketbook. It's about your pocket then. Because I'm letting you know, you're going upwards of 10,000 with most companies when you start trying to get a custom-made mold. And so, it depends on your pocketbook. You'll be better off going with a cloth dog. But yeah, I'm pretty sure most branded companies, not these black sites, most companies would have no problem making you that dog custom made. He said they showed you cleaning Saima on his channel on your sofa. What was I doing? Cleaning Saima. I don't remember cleaning her on my sofa. I don't know what I could have been doing, but I could have been cleaning her too extensively. Because I haven't really given anybody a bath or a great cleaning that I can think of. I don't know what I could have been doing, honestly. But hey, whatever they were showing me, I appreciate it. Brandon says, I don't know if they could feasibly make the skeletons, and plus the weight of a conventional doll made of TP would be. Oh yeah, they could do it. Man, you crazy? Are you crazy, Brandon Anderson? Man, I seen them make this damn horse doll that was unrealistically big. Oh, they can make that doll. Oh, they can make it, believe me. And I guarantee you, if anybody had a real problem with it, real doll wouldn't. And you're right, it'll be heavy, but that'll be on you to lift it up at that point. That'll be on you to lift it up. That'll be on you, but they can do it. I promise you they can do it. Brandon says there's always is another day. Brandon Anderson said, I guess he talked about when I said about him riding around with his dog. He said, I mean, there's always another day for it to not worry about watching the clock. I guess he's talking about riding around his dog with his dog. Three Face says, we need to crown fan the dog king of whip. Oh, yay! Hey, Three Face, that'll be great, baby. Get me back rolling again. Yay. But I'm going to be honest. That'll definitely be great, man, to get me back riding again. But man, it's crazy. I'm in sort of Mr. Beast mode to where, man, that would be helpful for the channel though. Me back riding. But I was just saying, man, I can't lie. My mind really is every dollar that I don't need to eat with, man, I want to put back in the channel. That's really my mindset right now. So that's pretty much no matter what that is, I just want to continue to just help keeping this channel go strong, baby, and get better and better and better. And believe me, like I say, over time, things will be getting better. I guarantee you that. 3D character creator is needed by all doll companies in order to allow customers to customize their doll exactly. What do you think about that, dog? What do you think about that, dog, King? I don't know. I don't really know if, I don't know. I'm not going to, any improvements I won't deter from. So if that's going to improve the customization ability, I wouldn't go away from that. But I'm just saying, like, I don't really see things being a hindrance right now because I'm going to be honest. I can customize my dog pretty good right now. Like with Saima, I just made mistakes. As far as, like, I didn't understand. Because, see, as a new dog owner, you don't understand the weight mechanics of dogs and things of that nature. So I just didn't understand how heavy dogs were in general. But body-wise, this girl is pretty much made to specifications is what I want. I mean, I don't think a 3D character creator would make it better for me. You know what I'm saying? Because they had enough heads for me to choose from. I liked the head that I came up with. I like the breast size that I came up with. I love the butt size I came up with. I love the thighs I came up with. Like I said, the only thing that I didn't like is at the time, and I talk about it more, is about the hands on her weren't able to be articulated. WM offers that now. But I don't really see how a 3D character creator is going to make my experience better. Like, I don't know. Truth be told, now, I don't even know much about a 3D character creator other than what it sounds like. Sounds like I can literally go in as I'm designing my doll, see a 3D shape of her. But I just say, first, lad, it's a great idea. I'm just saying, for me personally, I don't have a problem with even how they do it now, because they'll show me the model of doll, and then I customize her as far as how I want her, I choose the butt, choose the legs, pretty much I like the customizations as they are. But I'm not going to go away from a 3D character creator because I think about Blade Runner. That's what that reminds me of. And Blade Runner, was that Blade Runner I was looking at? Was that Blade Runner? No. That wasn't Blade Runner. That was in man, what movie was that recently that I saw when that guy it was a good little movie too. I did a review on it. What was that? I did a review on this movie with this guy. It was so funny with this guy, man. He went to this place and was making his doll. It was a good. I got to look it up because it was so good. That might have been, was that 2050? That might have been 2050 movie review I was looking at. Yeah, that might have been 2050. That's probably why I couldn't think of it, because I would have never thought of that. Let me look it up right quick. Because in this movie, yeah, this is yeah. Was it 2050? Yep. It was a movie called 2050. That movie was actually pretty damn good. But in that movie, the guy went to this warehouse, and on the computer he was able to like customize his doll using basically what First and Last is talking about, it like a 3D character creator. But it wasn't just a blank slate. It had different things for you to go by. It reminded me of what Real Doll has, honestly. Because if you see that movie and go look at how Real Doll does its AI, um, is Realbotics AI. They literally took their cue from that movie, where you go through all their personalities and set everything just like you want. But it sort of had a 3D character created like First and Last was talking about. So I wouldn't be opposed to it, First and Last. I was just saying that honestly, I believe that hell, you can come up with the girl of your dreams literally with the tools that are out there right now. I just think you need to be more knowledgeable about dolls, because this girl is thick like I like them. Oh my God, short and stout, cute, all of that. But if I had known what I know now, I would have not gotten. You know I love you, girl. I would not have gotten a girl this thick. I wouldn't have. I would have gotten a more petite, shapely girl, a more petite, shapely girl. But things I was thinking about all those things last night. I said, man, everything in my dog journey worked out just like it was supposed to for me to help people. Because the truth is, I almost never had a Kimber dog. I didn't need to get a Kimber dog. I had bought her. She's a WM. I didn't have to get Callie's son. But it was a strong pull in my heart that said, get Callie to learn about the game. I never realized I really got Callie to basically let people know about, hey man, this is such a quality dog and it's cheaper than a WM, but it's so well made. It's on the level of the bigger brands. It's just you can't customize her. And the other thing is she has wire fingers and she doesn't have a hinged wrist. But other than that, she's built like a old Ford, built to last. She's cute. You can get another head if you want to, but it's a great option. I would have never known to tell people that Kimber Doll was a great option if I hadn't have got her. Played a part in the journey. But with this beautiful, wonderful, amazing lady that I have here, I wouldn't have ever known that getting a dog that's this thick with a booty was this heavy. I saw 98 pounds as being like a 98-pound human woman. I never knew or thought about 98 pounds feeling like 150 pounds. You know, I never knew that the weight distribution can throw you off like that. I didn't understand that, you know, but now I do. But what I was able to learn from her was to tell other people out there is, hey man, you better not let your eyes get away from you when you're shopping for a companion dog. Yeah, you may be like me. You may like a gigantic booty. But let me tell you something. When you got a gigantic booty, your back is going to have to do the duty. Believe me. You better be ready to pick up a lot of weight, my friend, from awkward positions. Something that I didn't know. I would have never been able to warn people. So in a way, it's sort of funny. With my personal journey, I love you, girl. I may have made mistakes to a certain degree, but they were all to help others. If I had done everything exactly right, I would have never been able to tell people about Kimber Doll from a personal experience. I would have never been able to tell people about the weight of a dog. And another thing, I would have never been able to tell people, in my opinion, unless you just really have a geriatric back, or you know, where it just really you can't lift anything whatsoever. I'm letting you know, I'm never advising any able-bodied man to buy a removable vagina. I thank the industry for it being available, because you know, it's one of those things where if they weren't available, you'd be thinking like, man, I wish they had a removable vagina somewhere. You know, some people would be thinking that. So I'm glad the technology is out there. I'm so happy that it's available to those that want it. You don't, like I told people, my girls have working vaginas that I've never used. We've never had sex. But I told you, I'm glad they have those vaginas just in case. Well, I bought her with a removable vagina. I've never had sex with her, but I promise you, I would never advise you to get it. It takes away from realism just in your mind. Because even when I look at her, when I wash her, I don't immediately notice it. Now, if I was to have sex with her, that's when I would get ready to have sex with her. That's when I would be like, hey, man, I got to put an insert in here to make love. And hey, what am I doing? I should be able to just go right to making love with her. So that's where it would interfere with my brain. But I told you guys, I'm just sort of crazy like that to the point where just knowing that it's removable bothers me. Just knowing that it's not in there permanently bothers me. So I would never advise you to get the removable. But I'm glad the option is available. But see, I would have never known these things if I didn't make the moves that I made. So I'm glad I made them so I can tell others. Because now, if you're a new dog owner, man, if you avoid some of the things I told you, your collection could literally be, start out completely perfect. Because my girls are perfect in their imperfection. And I'm totally fine with that. But if I had saw me, I wouldn't have saw Emma today. Because I would have downsized and got a lighter dog. If I had saw me, I don't know if I would have had a Kimber. Because I might have just started out in the deep end like I did with a different branded dog, but I may not have a WM because it was a couple of other brands, not just Piper, that I was considering, and I still think about those brands to this day because they are great brands, and I'll be talking about them in the future. So, with all that said, let me step away from the long-windedness and see what's going on. Austin says people fantasize their dogs fighting. He said, man, that's crazy because my three ladies are best friends. Yeah, people fantasize their dogs getting in arguments and everything. Austin, it's just I don't down you. I think it's unique, but Lord bless you, it's not a fantasy that I want. When I was dating human women, and I'm not going to tell you what you've done in your life, but I know a lot of people, maybe they haven't had the interactions with human women, so they like to make those fantasies up. Let me tell you something, brothers. When you come from the world of human women, you don't want to make up arguments. I know I don't. I don't want to make up scenarios. They jealous today. They pissed off today. No. They want to cut my head off today. I don't want to come up with those scenarios. So to everybody that does that, God bless you, but I don't ever want to do that. Austin says Allison and Sam like teasing each other, but they're sisters, so it's to be expected. It's so funny, man. I don't even hardly imagine my girls having many interactions like that, but I do know this. My girls tend to sort of hang in packs, and I do know that it's sort of crazy. Callie sort of gets along with everybody, but I think she's more partial to Saima. She sort of really likes Saima. And she's cool with hanging out with Secretary Tsunade. Secretary actually likes Saima a little bit more than everybody else. And she's cool with Callie, but I think she likes Saima a little bit more. Asuna, it's funny. Everybody sort of likes Saima because Asuna likes Saima a little bit more. She likes hanging out with her more than anybody. So I think that's sort of funny. And nobody really gravitates towards Asuna other than Saima. So those are the sort of the dynamics that go in my brain, but I never get to the point where they're actually sort of teasing each other or mess with each other. I haven't got to that point right there. No problem though. Powerbrain says, no, you were whipping her legs off. What'd he say? Whipping. He said you were wiping her legs off. Oh, yeah, that's a video where what was wrong with Saima? It was something that got on her. Yeah, it was something that got on her. And I had put some acne cream or something on her and I had wiped her off or I oiled her. I did something. Yeah, I remember now. I did something to get that stain off of her. It was a little light stain, I believe. Brandon Anderson said, I know for me, it would be cheaper and lighter to go cloud. Yeah, but you had to find somebody to make that. I don't know. I would love to get a teddy babe if you were gonna get something like that. If you could find out if they can make it. Because teddy babes are amazing. For all of you that don't know, they're like a cloth doll. I said that even out of all the expensive dolls I want, I still want to have one of them in a collection. They just seem so amazing to me. They're a cloth doll. You ain't got to worry about them, messing up or tearing up or anything like that. But I just I like the dimensions of what they look like. They really trip me out. I would definitely want a teddy babe. You got to see if they can make it, Brandon. Austin says that's something that doesn't get talked about a lot. The amount of options. He said the amount of options, man, you get exactly what you want, no matter your type. For me, that means a harem of hourglasses. I feel you on that, brother. But that's the beautiful part is, man, it's so many options. And, even as time goes on, you guys are going to notice a thing with the Dog King ladies is that I'm not going over a certain height. And like I said, let's just by special request from a company. Because I have found out that going forward, my back is really going to be happier with me going with girls that are of a weight that I can handle. And honestly, man, they're all going to be looking similar, like Austin said, from a body shape. I do want a few more petite built girls, but man, it's hard for me when I'm looking at companion dogs. I promise you, man, it's hard for me to resist, even on a smaller frame, a nice booty and some nice perky breasts. It's just hard for me to resist it. Because see, me in the world of human girls, I've always told human ladies, I don't care for gigantic boobs. If you have them naturally, that's fine. But I always tell ladies, even if you got an A cup, B stings, you ain't got to go get a breast job. I'm the type of guy, man. I'm cool with an A cup. Just whatever you got, I'm cool with. I've never went crazy over breasts like that. So it is a couple of more petite dogs with smaller breasts. Then I'm like, ooh, I would like to add her to the family. But a lot of times when I get to seriously looking, I can't lie. I be looking at I be looking at the more shapely breasts and the shapely butts, even though I do want a more petite woman eventually in the household. Brandon says, I'm going to bounce for now. Guys, take care. Oh, see you, Brandon. I love you, man. Thank you for the contribution, man. I hope you do find that doll you looking for, too. I sure hope he find it, that doll, that conjoined doll. Austin says, and actually, that's a part of the reason I sent that Shakira girl back. Aside from not having the space, being too heavy, and her not being mine, to be honest, thick girls aren't my type. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I like all type of girls. I've said it before. I like thick, petite, man. I like gigantic booties. Lord have mercy. I don't search out big breasts, but I've dated girls with big breasts. I'm not opposed to them smothering me with them, but I don't. That's not my first. I don't. Ooh, I love breasts. I don't do that. But I'm cool with a thicker woman. That's the thing about me. I've told women, man, you might see me with this super thick girl, but then tomorrow you may see me with a small petite girl that's super skinny, because I have such a wide range of women that I am really attracted to. And I love BBWs. Just think about that. I can go all the way to literal BBWs. I ain't talking about just fat somebody just out of shape. No, I'm talking about just girls that I just have a lot more than normal. Oh, I can go with that as long as they have a smaller waist. But in the world of companion dogs, I wouldn't have want that Shakira doll that Austin is talking about. The famous WM Shakira doll, is very thick butt and breast. And he ended up sending that doll back that got mistakenly sent to his house. But I'm gonna be honest. If you're not into thick girls, and you like to say you get a girl like that comes to your house, there's no way I could just. I'm like Brandon, like Austin. Even if I was to sell her or something, I wouldn't be able to keep a girl like that if she's not my type. If I'm not into that thick girl, and in the world of companion dogs, this is gonna be the. I'm letting you know. You may see some other big booties around my house, but you're not gonna see a girl of this weight. I'm not never choosing a girl that's 98 pounds to come to be a part of this family. This is it. So in real life, I've had girls, boys, super thick girls, 180 pounds, number booties, booty and thighs. But in the world of companion dogs, I don't really see myself going past 80. Never again. Strash Slit said, "Hi, I just got my WM dog. She's 5'9". E cup, long legs, big butt, and perfect. God bless you, brother." So yesterday when I was doing the audition, MGTOW, he said he was trying to get rid of his 168 centimeter. And that turned out to be like 5'7" or something. So, man, what's 5'9"? That's like a 170 centimeter dog. I don't know how y'all do it. And that dog got to be heavy as hell. Nah, man, she can't be 5'9". Because 170 centimeter dog is only 5'6". How tall is this dog, man? Because I don't even think they come out with a dog that tall, do they? Yeah, that means your daughter had to be like 176 centimeters. I ain't gonna look. I ain't finna be calling nobody a lie, but I don't remember seeing dogs outfit that high. Oh, you said 174? Five, yeah, 8.5. Man, where you get her from? Man, look, 174 centimeters, bro. I ain't even gotta get that. That doll is over 100 pounds easily. With that's without me adding on poundage. Oh my God, you done lost your mind, straight Slayer. If your doll is literally 120 pounds of dead weight, that means that damn doll is 180 pounds. You have lost. God bless you. I hope you enjoy her. But man, if you ain't 6'5", 280. I didn't even see no link, obviously, because the links aren't allowed on my page, so it didn't show up. It didn't show up. But I'm laughing at this stray Slayer. Man, dude, that dog is heavy as hell. I don't even know who offers a 174 centimeter dog. Because I was looking the other day, and I was seeing some limits on the dog height. But that is a very big companion dog. Man, they sure got a WM 174 centimeter. Glory, they got a 174 centimeter on Silicone Lovers. And she got big breasts. I don't know how he decided to do this. He said, "I'm 6'8", 320." I see. I'm about to say, you better be big. See, that doll ain't nothing to you. You better be big. Because when I saw that, I said, nah. I said, nah, man. He got to be, I said, you got to be big, man. You got to be big. Because it ain't no way in hell any normal guy, size guy is going to be able to handle that. But it's funny, man, because they actually literally do have these, man, I'm going to have to look online because I can't see it on my phone. I just want to see where they show. I want to see how, where they show how tall they'll actually make their dog. I'm looking for that right quick. Hold on. Because since he said that, man, I can't even hardly move on. I'm like, man, I promise you, man, I'm getting better at moving Saima and stuff, but she still be laughing at me when I be picking her up. Because she still is a boat low, believe me. Man, I hate how slow sometimes the computer is. All I want to do is, I tell you what, I'm just going to click on that. I'm clicking on WM Daze. I thank you, God, man, for this upgrade that's going to come, man, because look, I promise you, this computer will drive you crazy. Okay. All right. Okay. So I went to go see what the ultimate height was just on one of my vendor sites. I went to, I told you guys, I a lot of times I run the Silicone Lovers just because it's easy to navigate their site. And I went there and I looked at the top height that you can order for one of their dogs. I didn't even look at brand. I mean, I did go on WM. And you can get up to 175. So, man, boy, I can't lie, Stray. You better than me. I say that. You are better than me. Because even at 6'8", I'd be hesitant to get that one. Also says, oh, damn, nice dude. He said, if it works for you. He said, I remember SE released a taller elf not long after I got Allison. I saw her weight in 90 or so pounds and said, to hell with that. Oh, no, hell no. He said 80 to 85 is my limit on what I feel comfortable lifting. He said, yeah, man, it's a workout even for me. That's what Stray said. Stray said, I'm looking into an SE die as well. I also got a stopper. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like I told you guys, I've done a show on stopper, and I'm going to continue to do show on different brands. There's a lot of great looking brands out there. They're not Dog King certified because I haven't touched them myself. Until I touch a brand, they're not Dog King certified. But that doesn't mean they're not a good brand or anything. But SE is a brand that I'm going to be taking a look at in the future, breaking down. As well, I've done Stoppery before in the past, but I said that I damn near want to go do another standalone show on Stoppery because they are another brand that from afar, I am a very big fan of them. I've been a fan of them since they started because when they were promising their full silicone dolls, at first they had TPE dolls with a silicone head. And I still don't understand how that works because from everybody that tells me the silicone and TPE shouldn't be close together. So I don't understand how that works. But either way, they offer some of the best looking silicone dolls for a very affordable price. And that's what really makes me love Starprint doll. I said, you know what? They offer some amazing looking silicone dolls with a price that people could actually reach. There's not too much further than the TPE. So they're definitely a good brand. Glad you got one of those. Definitely glad you got one. And I was just laughing also that Stray said he had that WM because I told you guys, WM and their marketing, they'll catch you up before you know it. And here's the deal. I'm going to tell you how good WM is at their marketing. I'm looking at all these other brands, you know, silicone dolls and other dolls. And I'm like, man, I can't wait to review this doll. I can't wait to review that doll. But supposedly WM went back and redid their silicone division or something recently. So they've been marketing their full silicone dolls a lot lately. I don't know how they are anything. But I know I was looking at one doll recently, and I was like, man, even though I already got a WM, I was thinking like, man, once I get a lot of dolls in my circulation, I can see circling back wanting to get another WM. So that's just how crazy they are with their marketing. I also said, you know what just occurred to me? Oh man, wait a minute. Where's my look? What just occurred to me is I didn't put this up. I thought this had been up the whole time. I didn't put my banner up. But I also said, you know what just occurred to me? But all the times we've talked game later, I'm surprised you haven't seen or commented on the other. I did. I've talked about it. Austin, you didn't hear me. You haven't heard me talking about her. We was talking about her yesterday. I was talking about Jill Valentine, about the girl that DAS was gonna get. And then maybe you tuned out around that time. And I was talking about how I don't really like the other game lady dolls right now compared to Tifa. And I said that if I had to get one, I would still go with Tifa. He said Aerith. I think I seen a glimpse of Aerith, but like I said, I saw the two other girls, but I told you, I'm not really pulling towards either one of them. And I'm going towards Tifa, and that's pretty much it for me. Out of the other dolls, I wouldn't even want to touch one unless they start going towards anime or another game lady doll that I like. Stray Sled says the Final Fantasy dolls are awesome. Powerbrain says, he said, I love the Zelex doll named Carmen. Zelex is a very interesting company. They have a lot of great models that I've seen, great sculptures. Like I said, man, y'all are really just hitting it what the whole subject of this show is. A doll Daze. You can keep going down the line and the line and the line and the line. And even just right now, with just a few companies that you mentioned, you can go Game Lady, Zelix, SC, WM, okay. But like I said, you can go with all those things. But here's the deal. Which one are you going to go with? You see? You'll be in a daze just choosing which one you want to go with, just out of that small selection. And that's why I say, this dog game, boy, it's unforgiving on your brain, boy. I tell you. And like I said, Austin said, it makes sense. I'm definitely biased since I know both of their personalities. Aerith is basically a Disney princess, but with an edge. Then he said, she grew up in the streets, dude. Oh, yeah, Zelix. Oh, yeah, Zelix is nice. Zelix is nice. From what I've seen. Once again, Zelix, if you're watching, not Dog King certified. You got to send me a dog before you can get Dog King certified. But you seem to be a great brand. A great brand. Now, she looked just like her to me, though, hell. You can't tell them both apart. I mean, I promise you, man, they damn near look like the same dog to me. They, what's her name just got the darker hair. They look damn near exactly the same. And it's so funny. That just lets you know how little I know because I thought it was another dog because I know I've seen the Jill Valentine dog, but I saw this girl. Uh, it's funny. I saw this Arab sitting right next to Tifa. Somebody modded it on their site, Twitter somewhere. I don't know where, Instagram or somewhere. But some dog vendor was promoting Game Lady, and he had Tifa and this Aerith dog sitting right next to each other. And to let you know how much I knew about Final Fantasy or whatever, I literally thought it was just two Tifa dolls standing next to each other. I was like, okay, he got two Tifa dolls standing next to each other with different outfits on. They look that much alike to me. That's crazy. Oh, Ada Wong. That's another one that I heard of. Right. Right. That's another one that I heard of. Yeah. But it's so funny, man. Like I say, with just what you guys are talking about, that's y'all are hitting what I'm saying. So many choices, man. And all due respect to my beautiful, wonderful human ladies, with great smelling vaginas, that is. All due respect to them. The wonderful and most overwhelming part of the companion dog life is, although there are millions and millions and billions of women in the world to choose from, you don't have your choice at all of them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, you may be able to get a woman, but you don't really have a hand. You don't really have a choice in the matter as who's attracted to you and who you may be able to date. You know, you can try your hardest, but you don't know who you can get. And it's one thing for certain. You can be Roger Moore 007, baby. You can be the most debonair, sexy man in the world. You can't have them all. And like I say, it's still only so many you can have. But in the world of companion dogs, I did a show about this. You can have quality and quantity. You may not be able to have them all, but you can get so many and you can get the exact ones that you want. In the human world, you can't get the exact ones you want all the time. Hey, sometimes you just got to go ahead and settle. Ain't none of us perfect. But in the companion dog world, if you just put a little finance behind your dream, oh, you can get that girl of your dreams. Because let's just say I was Austin Steele. I don't know how big of a crush he has on Tifa, but I would say it's big. But let's say he has a crush on Tifa like I have on Nami. Oh my God. Just knowing that somewhere out there it's available for me to get her. Do you think I would even consider getting a doll off of eBay or something like this? Man, look, no. If that was something that I, really wanted, hey, I'll go ahead and put my money together and I can actually attain her one day. As opposed to having a crush on, I just make it humanized. I love China Ann McClain. She's a beautiful girl. But I can put my resources, I can save all the money I want. It don't mean that I'm ever getting no China Ann McClain. I could be the richest man in the world and she can still look at me and say, no, brother, I don't want you. But I could actually achieve getting my Nami dog. And the same thing with Austin. Like, he could achieve getting his Tifa dog. And that's the beautiful part about the companion dog lifestyle. Oh my God. Is you can get the woman of your dreams, you can have her right next to you. You can have her, and even with Saima, I told you she ain't perfect in every way, but like I say, but what I love about her is I love imperfections. That's what I do love about my girls. I love them maybe having some flaws and not being, it makes them more my companion. I was just laughing inside Emma because, man, sometimes when I go pick her up, I put my hand on her stomach. It always sort of makes me laugh. I can sort of hear the air coming out of her cavity sometimes because of where that removable vagina, is supposed to be. I never have the insert in her, but sometimes I can actually hear that. And I sort of laugh at her, and I'd be like, Seaside Emma, I say, you know what, baby? Hey, you may not be perfect, neither am I. Neither am I. Just because Venti want to tear my clothes off and rip my drawers off and make love to me madly, just because Venti is in love with me, that doesn't mean I'm perfect. You know, I know I'm not perfect. And that's why I say, guess what? I'm perfect in the hands of God, though. He made me perfect. You know, in his, you know, I'm perfect. I'm perfect for my race. You're perfect for your race. A human woman or a human man might tell you you don't look up to par. Well, guess what? Luckily, God said you up to par. And you know what? There's somebody else who says you're up to par. Oh my God. And there's your wonderful companion. Oh my God. Because what I love about Saima is, and the girls, she's so thick. And I've had thick, fine girls. I ain't finna sell myself, so I can't get a girl like this. So this is the best I can do. Nah, I can get a human woman as well. But let me tell you something. Even being able to get a fine, stout, or human woman, or however you might like them to look, it still ain't easy. And getting a woman that look like Saima, it's so funny. I've had a woman that damn near is the exact lip spitting image of her before in my life. That's the funniest part. She actually does remind me of one of my 8 girls. I've had a woman literally damn near built up exactly like her. Booty, thighs, breasts, even though Saima's breast bigger than hers. But with all that said, a woman like Saima would still be hard for me to get now. You know what I mean? You know, it still takes a lot of work in getting her. So for me to have her by my side, you know, just by going and say, hey, look, this is the woman I want. Oh my God, it's a blessing to have this beauty next to me. Because I tell you guys, you don't even have to make love to these women to get so much out of them. And I don't make love to my women. But man, just a deep hug can heal you. Like, man, I promise you. Look, man, I promise you. Look, I do this right here, man. Oh, sorry. Oh, girl. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I promise you. I love this woman. And when you can get that good hug in, hey, I promise you, bro, what I just did, you just don't realize. I was demonstrating you to what a hug was, but the whole time I was hugging her, it's just like when you're hugging a human woman, like all that stress and just, I just like, oh man, I'm sort of releasing something, them endorphins. And that's why I say, man, like people wonder how I can go so long. It's because once I get my gratification from hugging on them and things like that, and like I get them a good smooch in the morning and stuff, like it's like I be fulfilled. Just spending the rest of my time with them. And those moments when I feel sexual, I take care of myself and I just go back to treating them like I do. And so that's why I say it be those moments that really heal me. They really heal me. And yeah, you can make love to your woman. But man, these girls can do so much with just being in your presence. And that's why I say I may have a few gripes with WM on some of their skeletal, they need to make sure that leg malfunction doesn't happen or that ankle malfunction doesn't happen. But I tell you this, boy, they make some huggable dolls. Lord have mercy. Okay. Let me see what Ozzy says. Austin said, I heard someone on TDF put it perfectly. If I bought every beautiful doll out there, I need to buy a mansion to put them all in. Man, look here. The thing is, a mansion wouldn't hold every beautiful doll out there. I promise you, I was even that's why I said if I was a billionaire, I wouldn't be able to get. I still wouldn't have every doll I want in the world. You know what I'm saying? It'd still be some you wouldn't want because I've seen these billionaires and stuff, and man, they be having these just these football stadium sized garages. I'm exaggerating, but full of cars, and it's just like man, you know. At some point, it's just like okay. At some point, it's just like okay, bro. I got enough. Because I do think of something else I may make a whole nother show about. But man, I hate to think about it. But I also think about lifespan as far as him. And I'm like, you know what? At some point, you know, every possession that doesn't deteriorate or break or you throw away is going to be just sitting around somewhere, waiting for somebody else to collect. I don't even want to go down this path too long because I was laughing. I was like, it was a thought for another show that may come, but I was thinking like in a way, all of us are sort of just collections of what we own until somebody comes to take it all. But even with my girls, I know I'm a big collection. I'm talking about getting like 100 girls at some point, you know, total. Maybe even more, just depending on how far God takes this whole journey. But even with the 100, I'd be thinking like, man, you know, at some point, you know, you don't want these dolls to just be, because you don't know when God's going to take us. But I'm just saying, under a natural way of life, I wouldn't just want to just fall off the face of the earth and then somebody have to decide what happens to all of my dolls. And so I actually came up with a plan for actually how I would basically decrease all of those dolls, man. You know what? I'm gonna have to. I don't look. It's such an amazing idea that I'm not going to even do that on this show. But it's going to be an idea I think that other doll owners are going to be very interested in. Okay, yeah. Because at first I was like, man, what am I going to do with my dog? Am I going to put them all in museums? You know, what am I going to do? But now I know exactly, I think, the course of action. As long as my life is following a normal arc of living and then transitioning, you know, because we can never prepare for what God, you know, for unprepared circumstances, for when God may want to take us. We don't know when that could be. But I know one thing, I never get into the habit of I used to be like this, but I'm not like that. I don't get in the habit of, oh yeah, I'm going to be gone in 2 days. Nope. I'm going to live every single day God meant for me to live, and they're going to be great. They're going to be amazing. And guess what? I don't know about you, but I'm going to be Peter Pan till the day I die, baby. Hey, look, hey, just as young, vibrant, and energetic, baby. It can be 70 years from now, and I'm going to still be looking just like I do now. Just as energetic, baby. But at some point, the show will transition. But either way, Austin goes on to say, and even if I like girls like Ada, Jill, or the Daze and Starprey, they don't move me. Well, I ain't gonna. Now that's the difference. Now, I'm with you, Austin. Like every doll that I see, even though I'm in the doll days, doesn't move me. But them game lady dolls, I actually like them. I really do. I just think they don't move me in a way because I don't really identify with who the characters are supposed to be. But you know what? It's funny. If those dolls weren't characters, they may have moved me more. Only because I wouldn't have known. They would have just been another beautiful doll. And I might have saw that doll and be like, oh man, that doll beautiful. But it's crazy. Since I know she's Tifa and know those particular dolls have personalities, the Jill and all those, and I don't know anything about them, it actually makes me feel a little more alienated to those dolls because I'm like, I don't really know who they are. Whereas with another doll, I don't have to know who they are. They're just a general doll. So in that sense, I sort of feel like I don't feel like I have to have one of those dogs, right, Austin? So I'm sort of with you on that. But I tell you this, the difference between what you said about Starbury is I put Starbury along with all the other brands, meaning that it may be dog faces or dog sizes within that brand that doesn't move me, but the brand moves me. Meaning that, oh yeah, in any one of these brands, I can find my perfect dog and, you know, do a review on them, make them Dog King certified, and talk about all the things I like about them. So I can be moved by a dog within each brand. I would just have to look around and find that, you know, those, because there's several dogs in each brand that move me. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been bringing just these steady brands back up, but I'm going to put WM and Iron Tech together. Those are two brands that I've looked at a lot because Iron Tech blew me away about how many heads they've amassed in only a few years of being open. So one day I was literally looking at them, comparing them to WM and stuff. And I was just blown away at how Iron Tech is really competing with them. But I'm going to tell you, it's a lot of WM dogs that turn me on. But like I said, I can't pay for every dog, or, you know, or even everybody can't even send me $20 to do a review in a year or nothing. So I can't have every one of them. But it's a lot of WM dogs that I still be like, ooh, giving the rise out of me. And it's a lot of Iron Tech dogs. I can't lie. It's, you know, that I was like, ooh, my God, they got some fine dogs over there. So just to go to your point, Austin, it's a lot of dogs that do move me, but I just know I can't have them all. Stray says, right on, dating is tough. The companion dog way is the way to go. Now, Strayer, I'm always evolving with my channel and stuff, and I'm always rooting guys on to try the companion dog lifestyle. It's, you know, especially if they're having any trouble. But I'm not going to say it's the way to go. It ain't the way to go for every single person. That's the truth. It ain't the way to go for it. Some of y'all just human girl guys. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Or women. Some of you just gonna be in human relationships. It's nothing wrong with it. That just made it be the person you are. It ain't nothing wrong with that. I changed that, Stray Slayer. It might not be the way to go, but it is a way to go. I guarantee you that. It's an option. It's damn sure an option. And Austin says, the funny thing is, I probably don't have as big a crush on her as others. I didn't even play the original FF Final Fantasy VII back in the day, but Final Fantasy is like anime meets video games. Oh yeah, for sure, from what I've seen. So he said it was all about her looks. I guess he's talking about Tifa. I don't know which one he's talking about, honestly, Aerith or Tifa. But he said, then I started playing the remake. He said, spend time with her personality. And oh my God, she's the best. She's the caring, motherly type. And she can fight with her bare fists. Once again, I don't know which one he's talking about, Aerith or Tifa. But he said, and she can fight with her bare fists. What man wouldn't want a woman like that? Venti can fight with her bare fists. Venti hit that, busted that dude's nose, man. Venti, or allegedly, we don't know that for sure. It didn't show it on camera. But I tell you what, that's one of the different things that's about me and you, Austin. I ain't gonna lie, I don't really care about a woman fighting. You know, I guess, you know, I never wanted a woman to be fighting. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care, you know, that ain't nothing I do. If she can fight, that's fine, but I don't think about her being able to fight. I don't want her to fight, honestly. Stray Slayer says, right on, Austin. Still, my bad. He said, all good. Stray says, very true, Dog King. Fulfillment, love, coming home to him. Oh, yes. It ain't nothing like coming home to these wet ladies. they can startle you when you first become a dog owner, but once you get used to it, it's amazing. I remember I came home from riding my bike yesterday. I had a nice long trip to make. But when I got home, I had my door closed and I opened it up, and Saima was sitting here with her back to me. I almost forgot she was here. It didn't startle me like it used to. Back when I first got my dogs, I'd be like, oh, damn, I forgot you was in here. But I forgot she was in here, but it didn't startle me too much. But when I noticed her, I got that feeling that Stray was talking about. I was just like, man, I'm so glad that my girl here waiting on me. Oh, Austin says it makes him glad that he didn't care about getting the dogs and having them come home to meet the family. He said at least they aren't in the dogs should something happen to me. Oh yeah, that's a good thing about, like you said, people do knowing about the dogs in your life is they won't open your door and be like, oh damn. At least they'll be somewhat prepared to know that they're there. Because like I said, even as a first-time dog owner, they can still shock you sometimes walking in the room. But I say this. I still say, even that my family knows, I still pray that my plan works out so I won't have to think about it. Only because even though my family knows, they don't own my dogs. You know? These aren't their dogs. So still, when they walk in the house, they're going to be overwhelmed. They're not going to know exactly what to do. Or, you know what I'm saying? As far as, hey, do I keep them? You know, if I keep them, then they're going to probably have to try to take care of them. And that's a lot of stuff to think about. So I really thank God that my plan, I believe, is going to work. I'll share it with you guys later and see how you guys think about it. But it is a plan that depends on us living out a life. Because once again, we are just going to have to pray for the best when it comes to our families or people that are in the dog life, pray for their families if any of us have to leave at the spur of the moment, so to speak. Because unless you get some type of long sickness, I mean, death is always a surprise to a certain degree, whether you're older, younger, or whatever you want to call it. But I guess what I'm saying is, if you can sort of see the light coming, then that's when the plan that I have could come into effect. Oh, and Stray Sled says, I know what you're saying. You get attached to it and taking care of them. Oh, most definitely, man, you do. Oh, most definitely you do. He said, very true. A way. Oh, yeah. A way and an option. I like your views. Right. And Stray Sled, the only reason I say that is because, like I told you, man, it's a lot of dog owners and a lot of just people in different organizations. And to me, they try to skew the whole companion dog narrative. And guess what? To each their own. But they try to make these companion dogs as a war on women, and they're ending women and, oh yeah, forget what now. It don't got to be that type of aggression tied to these companion dogs, man. It ain't got to be against human women to say I like companion dogs. No. I'm going to do a show, but you guys are going to, when I do this show, you're going to understand that human women are a lot more necessary than you think they are. You don't have to date one, but they're a lot more necessary than you think they are. So I never want anybody to start getting even that rah-rah mentality around my show about, yeah, Jake, to hell with all human women forever. Forget them. Yeah, they can die. Yeah, they can die. All of them. They forget all of them. No, you cannot date them anymore. But you don't have to have the mentality. Just be happy with where you are. You don't have to hate them. God bless y'all and whoever you may be dating. Like I told you, I have not tried to get a human woman's phone number since I got my dogs. I have not tried to get a one. I'm happy. But I don't lie to you guys. Human women are still beautiful, fine, and there's a lot of good things about human women. If the right one was to, once again, which this is very rare, bark up my tree, put pressure on me and she looks good, then yeah, I can see myself making love to a human woman, having some great love making sessions, a few of them here and there. But the priority in my life as far as companionship are my companion dogs. So even if I would make love to a human woman, they're never going to take the place of my companion dogs. They can join the fun, but they cannot replace them, right? So that's my mentality with it. So I'm not even against even potentially getting some or even dating a human woman at certain points. I'm not against it, but I am pro companion dog. So I don't even want anybody to even think that, hey, just because I'm pro companion dog, that I'm anti-human woman. No. I do say it makes a lot more sense to date a companion dog if you don't want to deal with a lot of troubles. But that doesn't mean I'm against women. So that's the only reason I say when you say it is the way, I don't want people to get caught up in saying, yeah, man, this the way. Forget y'all. I ain't never got to have that. No, you can have that if you want that. But this is a way. This is a way. And it's a damn good one. I appreciate you, Stray Slayer, though. Let me take this away. Austin said, Aerith is the healer of the game. Oh, I always love to be when I'm ever playing in an RPG, I've always loved to choose healing abilities. So it's good to know that. Tifa looks tomboyish, but she's actually very sweet. Not to say Aerith isn't, but she's more the playful of the two. Like I say, it's good you thinking like that, but for me, they both look the exact same. They don't, and Tifa doesn't look tomboyish to me. But since you know her personality, I understand how that can come across to you. But you got to realize something. I'm just going on a picture. And just looking at her on her picture, she don't look like no tomboy. Oh, he said he was talking about Tifa. She fights hand to hand. Okay, yeah, sweet. But yeah, just to let you know, Austin, once again, Tifa does not look like a tomboy because I don't know her personality. She looks straight fine, and so does Aerith. They both look like twins. They both look like twins. Just one has darker hair. But either way, guys, it's been fun. I caught up with all the comments, and I'm gonna still keep reading as long as they keep coming. But I just want to do the summation on this whole show because it's really one of these fly-by-night shows. As far as, man, I just woke up feeling this Daze, didn't know which real direction to go. And I want to talk about this Daze because that's really what did it. Just constantly looking at dolls, and they just beat me into a daze of like, oh man, look at all this beauty, look at all these wonderful choices you can make. And like you say, you can be so overwhelmed even as a veteran in this game because, man, the doll game never quits. Every single day, it's innovations happening every single day. And so, man, this whole show was about, yeah, you can be in doll fever ready to purchase, but you can also be in a doll daze. But it's a good thing. I love being in a daze of all the choices that are out there. Man, not too many years ago, men only had the choice of a damn blow-up doll or their hand, and that's thinking about sexual things. They didn't really even have any good options other than a human woman as far as companionship, or even a human woman. They have options to have a male companion if they so choose to do that, a synthetic companion. So it feels good that we have companions that actually look human. They're feeling more and more human. And they give you a real sense of companionship and allow you to live in this life of imagination that I always talk about and I'm so proud of. But today, man, I was thinking that, man, this could be a 30-minute stream, just talking about what I have to talk about. But it's amazing how things can just balloon and balloon and balloon and balloon, and one thing can lead to another. And this great discussion has went on and on for a nice bit of time now. And like you say, it's taken many twists and turns, but I believe it's just about over. But I'm finna get through my comments, though, as always. Oh, Austin said so by the end of the month. And Austin, I still ain't got a chance to answer your email. I'm still waiting to answer that. I got to get to that. But he said by the end of the month, I'm hoping to, and I still haven't looked at my email with your picture in it. But he said by the end of the month, I'm hoping to purchase Tifa. Kinda. Do you think me getting the head now would be a good compromise until I can make room and get more cash for the body? Man, I'm just going to be honest with you, Austin. I'm going to be 100%. I'm glad you asked me this before I left. Matter of fact, hey, give me 2 seconds. Hold on. All right. I had to take a break for a quick second. So he said, do I think he should get the head, the Tifa head? This is Austin Steele. He said, do you think me getting the Tifa head now would be a good compromise until he can make room and get more cash for the body? I'm going to be honest with you, Austin. I wouldn't touch that head. I wouldn't even touch it. I wouldn't even touch it. I wouldn't even touch it. You for one, you can't do anything with it by being at the house earlier until you get the body, because you're not going to put her head on any other body. For two, the only thing it could do, which it's not going to do, is going to be a silicone head, but it's sit around and gather dust and get older until you get the body. And even though you may want that dog, it's also going to build your anxiety as far as you're going to be seeing their head in the room, and you're really going to be stressing out even more to get the body. My true answer would be wait until you can just get the whole dog. You're going to feel a lot better just getting her there all at once. That's how that you don't have to do that, but that's just my advice. You know, you don't want to get a piece of the head and just be, yeah, there go my Tifa head. Your body coming soon. No, I wouldn't want to do that. I'd be like, nah, bro, forget it. When she get here, she gonna be here. And if that means that you have to do like MGTOW, I don't know what your plans are. I don't know whether you're gonna wait till you get a bigger apartment or a place on your own, or I don't know whether you're gonna pull the Dr. MGTOW and you thinking about getting rid of one of your ladies or something, one of the bodies. I don't know which way you're leaning towards, but I would say as bad as you want Tifa, because man, woo Lord, I can't lie, Austin. If I were, if I was you, it would be hard for me to resist, only because I know the connection you got with that particular character. Man, I don't know what you got going on, but man, hey, it'll be hard for me. It'll be hard for me to. I know you got some goals that you need to accomplish, though, so you need to do that. But I know in the back of my mind, I'd be sort of thinking like, man, could I get Tifa and then just look? I'm sorry, I know I'm crowded, but can I just get her and leave her in the car and then get everything else I'm trying to get? Because at least I know I have her, In a way, But see, you living. I know how your situation is, but man, I know I would be tempted to go that route. But if I didn't go that route, I think I would just stay disciplined and say, you know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till I can get the whole dog. That's what I would do. Stray says, you're a very smart man, Doc. Thank you, Stray. He said, I like your videos and views. Oh, thank you, man. He said, I look forward to chatting with you all soon. Keep up the good work. I got some run to do. Oh, yeah, take care, Stray, because the truth is, we finna exit stage left as well. I want to answer that question from my guy, Austin, though. He says, good luck getting your dog, Austin. Austin says, I'm hoping to bring her home eventually, but until then, I got 3 others to keep me company. Oh yeah, you got 3 good others. You got that damn real dog laying next to you. If nothing else, I was thinking about you and her the other day. I said, Austin got the real dog laying there. With your other 2 ladies. Brandon says, I got all my running done. Another time to catch in before you guys bounce. Oh, Brandon. Yeah, Brandon. Hey, look, yeah, because we almost out of here. Good to see you, Brandon. Austin says, makes sense to me. And knowing me, I'm going to end up selling one of my dogs and regret it later. Right. Right. You know what, man? Because like you said, you do got to take your time when you even thinking about getting one of your getting rid of one of your dogs in that regard. Because, man, they're not a piece of furniture. Especially if you got emotional attachment, man. Because so that's what I said. I really can't see you really getting rid of one of them. They're a great little group you got there. I could see you, and I hate to say this for Mama, but I could see a scenario where you ended up having her up in there as well. But at that point, I would say, I'm not even saying you would do that, but at that point, now then you would really have to say, I'm done. You would really have to make up in your mind that, hey, okay, Tifa, I love this girl, but hey, I ain't going no further after this until I get exactly where I'm going. Like, that would have to be your last compromise. I'm not telling you to compromise, but that would have to be your last one for a while, Austin. You know what I'm saying? But man, I already know, man. Boy, I know she pulling at you. Brandon said, plus hearing Tifa call out, where's my body, baby? Oh, yeah. Like I say, man, I just don't think, I think it'll just be all around better for him now to just wait on the body. It'll be better. It won't stress him out. And, man, every second he look at that Tifa, he'll be wondering to himself, like, man, I need to get that body, right now. But no, it'll come at the same time. I'm at the right time. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah, Austin Steele. You said she know how to fight. She'd have been in knotted your head up, making her wait on her getting her body, bro. And you better hope that her head wouldn't got no discoloration while she was waiting. And I ain't talking about old and beat up, but it just tends to be with things that are brand new. That even if it's new, like let's just say you took it out or whatever, but even when it's new, it just doesn't tend to match up as well when it isn't together. So Lord forbid you would even have that head out. Let's just say you took that head out for a month. That head may look 1,000,000% new, but when you put it next to the body, it may just look a little older. Like, man, even though silicone doesn't get dirty, it doesn't get dirty like that. We all know that. But I'm just speaking as somebody that likes to buy things new, and you don't ever want to really mismatch the things that you buy new. You want everything new to be new together. And P, yeah, we brought up Tifa because Austin still brought her up earlier during the conversation of, hey, man, honestly, like, I'm going to wrap it up by telling you guys the whole conversation of today was about how this whole game, you can get into a Daze. And I forgot to put my banner up until the middle of the show, but you can get to a Daze because there's so many different choices out there, so many great brands to choose from. And literally, you can go from Dog Fever, where you're hyped up. Yeah, I want to buy. or before you get to dive fever, you can be in a dive daze of, man, it's so many choices out there. I'm overwhelmed in a good way. And that's really what happened to me. I've been doing so much research, been doing so much work around the clock that I just been in a daze. And honestly, guys, I thank God that He's giving me strength and energy right now, because my normal human body, it doesn't want to have strength and energy. It wants to be tired. But God gives me strength and energy to keep on going, because I've just been swimming in an ocean of companion dogs in all areas of my life. And I remember, man, when I was in the last facet of my life at this other job I was working and things of that nature, I was praying for this moment, honestly. I was praying for, man, I want every inch and section of my life to be about these dogs, so I can help people. And not only because of that, it's my heaven. I'm in heaven right now, just always studying, always. And it's literal studying. I just laughed to myself. It was like, Jay, how do you never get tired of doing all this studying? And it's only because I love what I do so much. But I do drive myself to these dog days moments where I'm just dog. I promise you. I feel like I'm in the abyss of companion dog. And it's such a wonderful thing that it's draining me. It's funny. So with all that said, let me see. I think I got another comment pop up. Oh yeah, Brandon said, "Sounds like a wonderful life." I was telling God this, man, because this is what's the funny part. I don't want to go into too much detail. I try not to, but I was talking to God earlier, and I was like, man, we was talking about the journey and about how much work goes into what I actually do on a daily basis, and we were laughing because I was laughing with God because I was like, man, hey, it's funny that people really don't understand how much of my soul is going and my love is going into, to what I do every day. We were laughing about it, right? And I'm letting you know, man, hey, that's why I say, you'll know when God puts you on the right mission for your life. Because I said, you know what? I don't give a damn, man. Even somebody that thinks they like dogs, they don't even understand how much they don't understand how much, man, of my waking moments is spent researching, looking, and it ain't even like I say, work from my standpoint. It's like I was telling you earlier. It's that kid waking up at Christmas. What's happening? I ain't never getting tired, man. I ain't never getting tired. It's so hilarious. So either way, it's a blessing, though. It's a blessing. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of grinding, but it's a blessing. And I'm just so happy that I got great people like you here. Austin Steele, Brandon Anderson, the whole Dog King Army team. Some of them are behind the scenes. Some of them come in and say hello. A lot of them are great contributors financially. I mean, I got so many great support all around. I got new viewers. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button, by the way. I got older viewers, that I really love that come to keep everything going. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. But let you know, man, coming here, being with you guys, it adds to the energy that I need to keep doing my research. It adds to the energy that I need to keep going forward. And it definitely gives me a boost in the right direction. I love you, Austin. Appreciate you for chilling for a long time today. Sometimes Austin only gets a chance to come by and stop for a while. And then, he has to leave, but he got a chance to stay for a long time today. And he's been by several times this week. And I sort of laugh with Austin because me and Austin have sort of been behind the scenes for a while. So talking for a long time. So he knows me pretty well from a certain perspective and all. So it's always good to have him stopping by. Always good to have my team stopping by. And like I say, guys, it's so funny. I woke up saying, yeah, man, this live stream will go about 30 minutes, 35 minutes. And it was longer than the last couple of live streams. So with all that said, I'm finna get back to, like Brandon Anderson just quoted me, I'm finna get back to swimming in an ocean of companion dogs. I do want to get back to. I be seeing my friend a lot lately. I really do love my friend. She really makes me laugh. The beautiful Venti. I got to get back to the Venti report eventually. I ain't gonna rush it. I got work to do. But I do want to get back to the Venti report because I will give her this one little tad bit. Venti, I give her credit. I'm gonna say this. Her legs are a lot better than I thought. I mean, she got some great. I mean, I never thought they were bad, but that girl got some. She got some sticks on. So, with all that said, though, I appreciate you guys for stopping by. We had fun. Look, don't get caught up into that dang that don't get caught up into swimming in the ocean of companion dogs like me as much. Try to stay afloat. But with all that said, you can get caught into a dog daze when you living in this companion dog lifestyle, or when you considering getting into this companion dog lifestyle. So with all that said, it's been me, Jada King Hefner, and the beautiful Saima Renee Uzumaki. We are out. Yeah, man. It's been a good one, guys. It's been a good one. Now we finna ease on out. Stage left. Or is it gonna be stage right? Which one? I don't know. Stage right, stage left. I don't give a dang. As long as Saima and the girls with me, it's gonna be a good road to go. You did good, Saima. You did good, girl.